We're founders of Little Friends for Peace and also Friends of St. Camillus and St. Francis International, where we do Peace Camp. We want to share with you a few of our reflections on the readings for Tuesday, June 9th. I have found them to be very inspiring, enriching, especially during this time that we are walking and trying to be gospel to one another. The first reading is from 1 Kings, chapter 17, verses 7 to 16, where we find
the Jewish people are going through a drought. There is great anxiety about whether they're going to make it or whether they'll die of thirst. So Yahweh sends Elijah the prophet to the gate of the city and said, there's a woman, a widow there, ask her for some food. Elijah goes, he finds her, asks her for food, and she says, I want to give you food, but I only have enough for me and my son, enough dough and oil. He said, take it, be not afraid, woman. If you give it to me, we'll have plenty. So she gave him the food, turned back to her supplies, and all of her dough and oil was still the same.
So it makes me think of how many times we've been fearful. Are we going to have enough? Are we going to be safe? Are we going to get the virus? But the message, be not afraid, and God is with us, I think is a place to go back to be rooted and grounded. And as we read the gospel, Matthew chapter 5, verses 13 to 16, we hear the message about being salt and light for one another. And we know that if the salt loses its taste, and if the light is put under the bushel, then we don't have a way to guide us. And right now, as we are experiencing so much trauma and so much uncertainty and fear, we need to turn to our message from God and the gospel, where it says, fill one another's bucket. Don't worry about yours, because as you fill someone else's bucket, your bucket will be full. And as you are salt to another, you will find your way. And as you're light to someone, you will find your way.
And those symbols of salt and light, for me, are symbols of imagination and ability to see what's possible and opening up new opportunities that we share with each other and form a community that is hearty.
So let's not be afraid to take a creative, courageous step to be the gospel, to be the light and salt for one another, especially during this time when we need to find peace with justice and bring light to the darkness. Have a wonderful day.